Hey everyone, welcome to AlfB Reviews. I am Amy, a self-professed non-geek, and I am here to review the season finale of WandaVision, episode 9. Exciting stuff here. Let's get started. It has crossed my mind that maybe the boys aren't real, just like Quicksilver, Pietro wasn't real. I hope they are real, but that possibility has definitely crossed my mind. So So what is Agatha's motivation? Like, why is she doing all of this? Why is she targeting Wanda? I'm sure we'll find out. Also behind me is Marquis. He's one of my two cats. He is here to tell everybody that he ships Jimmy and Darcy. So he is all there for that.
Vision?
He's like one of those unpainted miniatures or models or whatnot. He also reminds me of, if you've seen Westworld, the special lab robots that tend to the super secret stuff. So, yeah. And come on, you can do it. There we go. That's Marquis' specialty. Please don't knock down the books too, Marquis. We just know.
Is it really you?
Wanda. And I was told you were powerful.
Yeah, definitely not our vision.
Vision. I should have told you everything. The moment I realized what I had done.
It's all right, Wanda. I know why you made this world, but this...
I can fix it.
Can you?
Can you guys please just let us in on this whole thing? Why? Well, we do know Wanda made this world due to her grief over losing Vision on top of everyone else, and it was more of a reactionary thing, but to sustain it is another matter. So I still feel like we're missing some stuff, and it would be nice if we got just a little bit more explanation. So I'm trying not to comment in the middle of fight scenes because for some reason Disney really doesn't like me trying to post videos with all of their cool little zappy sound effects, and I would rather not be up all night trying to upload this video bajillion times due to copyright issues. That said, one of the commenters on one of my videos, Jesus Ramirez Romo, remarked that Wanda and Vision, they were initially X-Men villains, which is interesting. So I'm seeing like the two different visions here. I see our Vision and then this other evil Vision, and so I can't help but think maybe it's the two different visions battling out. Anyway, I do read your guys' comments. I reply to many of them. Thank you so much for all of your input so far, and it's really helped me get a better grasp of this show and what is going on. Keep it coming. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Who emerges from the Westview rubble is the same one she illegally tried to bring back to life. They'll thank me for recovering such a valuable asset. You could be a part of that victory, Jimmy. If only you had a little more vision.
That's a good one, Hayward. Okay, I'm convinced. Trouble is, my friends at Quantico will probably have something to say about your plan when they arrive. Inside the hour.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
There's a lot of fanfare for Darcy, and I agree, she's awesome, but I think Jimmy's my favorite, personally. Just saying.
Don't shoot. I'm just a messenger.
That was a little creepy and off the wall and kind of probably foreshadowing something. Agatha has this really quirky sense of humor, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. And yeah.
Or the school bully even. Really anything. If you could just let her out of her room. If I could just hold her. Please.
What are you doing to her? You're making her say this.
She's your meat puppet. I just cut her strings.
I'm confused as to what part of this Agatha is controlling and what part of this Wanda is controlling. Obviously, she's not locking people away and that sort of thing. But at other times, Agatha seems to refute some of Wanda's accusations, like saying that they were Wanda's meat puppets, not hers. So maybe there's a third party at play that we haven't been introduced to yet? I don't know.
Agnes doesn't live here. You do. You're Ralph Boner?
Boner.
Two N's, so I think it's Bonner. But I butcher names all the time. What am I to say? Boner's funnier anyway. She really needs to learn to control her powers. Holy crap. I hope they're all running in the right direction as they're trying to escape. And the perimeter is a pretty long way away. They're gonna need cars.
Listen, boys. Your mother and I never really prepared you for this.
But you were born for it.
Marvel's version of The Incredibles. I'm digging it.
But I'm not the true Vision. Only a conditional vision.
What does that mean? Maybe he's saying he's the version of Vision that Wanda envisions? I don't know. That's an interesting statement. He always has cool lines.
Handle the military. Mommy will be right back.
What a line to say to your kids, like all, not casually, but I don't know. She's just like, handle the military. Definitely Marvel's Incredibles. It's really cool. Also, in some weird way, I think it's pretty awesome that this epic battle is happening while Wanda's in sweats. So, quarantine fashion for the win. eye squint was totally what did it for me.
If those removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot, is that the ship of Theseus? Neither is the true ship.
A battle of wits going on right here. Interesting.
I have not retained memories, but you do have the data. It is merely being kept from you.
Are these two different visions going to end up merging together at some point to create like a new actual vision at the end of this? That's my theory. Let's see what happens. Stealth tactics for the win.
You are the Scarlet Witch.
Who or what is the Scarlet Witch? One of my commenters, Isadorna, mentioned that everyone in the MCU universe knows Wanda as just Wanda and not as the Scarlet Witch. So I'm wondering how that entity ties in or will tie into her later. Again, thank you guys so much for sharing your thoughts in the comments. It's really helping me out a lot.
Give me your power, and I will correct the flaws in your original spell. And you, and your family, and the people of Westview can all live together in peace.
Alright, so at least now we know a little bit of Agatha's motivation now. I'm still wondering how she found Wanda and what the whole Hex thing is all about, who's controlling it, who's not controlling it, how that works. Maybe that was covered in a previous episode and it went over my head. Sometimes I get so stressed with how I react to things or how I respond to things that I'm not actually paying attention to what's being said or done in front of me. So maybe it's one of those things, or maybe we just don't know the full details yet. And I just want to remark again that all of these fight scenes are really, really cool. I wish I can comment more on them, but again, Disney really doesn't seem to like that. At least they don't like it when I do it. Admittedly, I haven't really sat down and watched other WandaVision react videos, mainly because I don't want to come across spoilers or bits of information that I otherwise would not know. I like to try to keep my clueless reactions to things as authentic as possible. So I don't know if other reactors out there are having the same issues, but yes, all these fight scenes are really cool.
Good girl. So what now?
A magical girl transformed into that super awesome outfit. I hope that Wanda keeps the Hex confined just to her property, because originally it was just an empty lot with the remains of a foundation on it, or an abandoned foundation. So that's what I'm hoping. I hope she doesn't lose her family. We'll see.
You are a body of wires and blood and bone that I created. and my hope. But mostly you're my love.
As much as I hope that Wanda decides to keep the hex confined to her property, it would go against the theme of the show, which I believe to be dealing with grief, learning to let go, and accepting the memories that it brings. By keeping Vision around, Wanda wouldn't learn to really embrace her sorrow and overcome it and grow from it. Yep, Wanda had to learn to deal with her grief, so she let the hex go entirely. That's very sad. I think she's among my favorite of the Avengers just because of how deep her emotional journey goes.
I don't understand this power, but I will.
I think that line is a good way to kind of patch up some plot holes without really filling them in yet. She doesn't understand the power, but she will. That means we'll get to learn more about Wanda and her Scarlet Witchiness in future seasons, and it's a nice cover-up for all of the questions that I have right now, which I will touch upon briefly at the end of this video.
I was sent by an old friend of your mother's. He heard you've been grounded. He'd like...
Who is she? So I'm seeing all this landscape and it reminds me of Canada, and after the Fox X-Men crossover with Quicksilver, I'm like, is Wanda going to meet Wolverine now? Yeah, I doubt it. So that's it for this season of WandaVision. What did I think of it without the background knowledge that the rest of you do? I was first attracted to it because, as I mentioned earlier, I liked Wanda's character, the character of Wanda, in the latter two Avengers movies that I did see. So I was eager to watch more about her. I liked the unique approach that the producers took with this television show to put it in a sitcom format and to have that sitcom style kind of be elevated through the episodes while telling the superhero story and the story of family at the same time. I thought those things were very clever, and they were my draw to the show. It was fun seeing the characters develop, the plot develop. The pacing was good. It wasn't too hokey or cheesy to me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would still like to know more about Agatha and what is going on with her. Admittedly, I liked her less when all the fighting started. I felt like we lost a little bit of who she was for the sake of action. But hopefully we find out more in later seasons. We'll we'll see. I'm also looking forward to seeing Wanda's power grow and develop. I'm assuming that's what the weird little thing at the very end was all about. And also, she may have lost her version of Vision, but there was the other version, the Milky White version, that's still out there. So what's going on with that? I see a reunion coming up shortly. I have wondered the after effects of all of these people in this town that have been prisoners of this magic for so long. Maybe it'll be cool to explore one of those characters and see what comes of that. We'll see what Monica does with her own powers. Again, I feel her sort of a foil to Wanda. So it'll be cool to watch them fight together. And I was a little disappointed that we didn't really get to see that a whole lot in this season. So hopefully they don't disappoint next season. So yeah, I feel WandaVision is a good all-around show for both the diehard fans, which are you guys, and for people like me who just want to enjoy good television and learn about these characters through it. So yeah, as you can probably tell, this is my first foray into YouTube. I haven't produced YouTube videos or anything like this before. Reacting to WandaVision is been a learning experiment of mine. As I've been making these videos, it's been entirely me doing this, and I came from knowing absolutely nothing about making a video to all of this. So for those of you who have been watching me from episode 1 all the way up till now, thank you. I hope you've been noticing improvements. I look forward to improving further and hope that this channel grows from it. I'm having a lot of fun learning how to make these videos. And I do have a lot of plans in the immediate, the near future, and the more distant future to come. So I have raw footage of Final Fantasy 15 game review coming. I don't play a lot of video games myself, but I have friends that do, and we react and comment on writing points together. So look forward to that video in the next week. I also have in the writing stages a non-geek perspective review of Star Wars Episode 4. And that's going to be cool. It's more me voiceover and script because I'm not the best public speaker right now. So I think that'll be easier to absorb than me just rambling off to you the way I am now. I'm in the planning stages of doing some mom react videos to stuff that my teenage son likes. He's 16 years old. He's really big into memes. There are certain animes that he likes, and so I will be doing videos with him on that. Otherwise, yeah, just more writing reviews and non-geek reviews of various things, Harry Potter and the like. If you have suggestions as to what you would like me to react to, please mention them in the comments below. I love input. And of course, from what I've been told, Disney Plus and Marvel Studios has a whole lineup of television that they will be providing for us this year, and I will be reacting to all of that. So if you've subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Please stick around and stay tuned. I have all kinds of stuff coming up. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.